Hello everyone, and welcome to this horrible, dreary, miserable day here at Rathbone Manor. I think it's trying to snow out there actually, to be honest with you. Anyway, today we've got this Outo 6 tools in 1 multi-tool that was very kindly sent in by my friend TraderJoe. So thank you very much TraderJoe for sending this little fellow in. Let's have a look at it. There we go, here it is, and it just comes with a little pouch. We've got a little separate sheet of instructions here showing you exactly what you can do with it in English and Chinese as well. And then we've got a very nice cardboard sort of catalogue of all the stuff they do. Outo. Quite a few bits and pieces here they do. This one here particularly I've been after. I wouldn't mind reviewing that one. I'll have to try and get one from somewhere, I think. Right, pop all this lot back into the box and toss it over there as per usual. Right, so we've got this fairly nice little nylon pouch for it. If you get it out, you can see, if I can get it out, there we are, a very nice compact multi-tool. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we, guys? And here it is, guys, all nicely folded away. It's all nicely finished in black, stainless steel. There's the pocket clip. As I say, this is 6-in-1 tools here. Got some nice details just here. And also here, look, this little venting. It's quite nice, is that? Right, and so let's take a look what exactly we have on board this little fellow, shall we? As I may have mentioned a moment ago, here's the pocket clip. It's quite strong. We have a Phillips screwdriver here and a file and bottle opener, which we'll be trying later on. Here we have the combination style pliers. We have a wire cutter, a round grippy bit, shall we say, to be technical about it, and the standard flat style pliers part there, and it's not too thick either. It's quite a nice size, I think. Here is the blade. Got some jimping on the top of the blade there. It looks to me like a hollow grind drop point and a little slot there to get your thumb in to extract it. It is actually non-locking either, guys. Here we have the flat bladed screwdriver, which is like a little piece of I'd imagine stainless steel that's been riveted onto a folded stainless carrier. I think Joe did mention to me he was slightly concerned over how strong this would actually be for putting screws in, but we'll soon find out when we get it down the workshop, guys. Again, you've got a little slot there to get your thumb into to extract it. And we also have a pair of scissors, look. Here is the pouch, made of some quite thickish and moulded nylon here. It's a pop fastener. Quite well made. It's non-molly compatible, however, but it does have a belt loop. Right, let's check out a few dimension. Closed, as you see it here, it is 104mm long, 31mm tall, shall we say, and then we have 15.4mm wide here, and if you want to take into account the pocket clip, you're looking at 19.6mm. Blade length is 81.1mm, and I measured all these myself, remember, guys. The cutting edge on it is 71mm, and the blade itself is 2mm thick. The cutting edge on the scissors I measured at 38.4mm, and they are, each blade is 2mm thick. The pliers are 51mm long and 6.3mm thick at their widest part. The file and bottle opener, you're looking at 54.5mm long and 2mm thick. How much does it weigh? 6 1/4 ounces or 178 grams. Compared to two more of my multi-tools, this one being a Ganzo, this one being a Tekut. This one is actually quite svelte, quite slim and compact, isn't it? So it's quite a handy sized little tool, as you can see. fits in hand quite nicely. You could very easily carry that in a pocket if you didn't want to carry it in its little pouch there. It will clip onto your pocket quite nicely. It'd sit in the bottom of a pocket for that matter, I would imagine. It's a bit hefty though. Obviously, you know, you might have to have a largish pocket for it. It's not too bad, I suppose, but it's quite nice to hold. The one thing I do like about it, not that end. One thing I do like about it, it just got some fairly decent sized shears here, scissors. These do actually remind me of this little set of compact shears I bought some years ago, meaning to review, and I haven't got around to it yet. These are quite nice. These fold away. You can fold the little arms out the way, and they come in a little pouch. They're quite handy little things to carry around, look guys. But I think these are fairly decent size scissors or shears, if you like. They are spring loaded as well. They fold away quite nicely. We have some pliers in here as well, which are also spring loaded, and we'll be giving these a test out as well. And these fold away quite positively as well. Look, there's also this very handy non-locking useful size blade too. It's got a little bit of jimping on the top here. I don't know why they've put the jimping on there, because you can't really I suppose you could get your thumb on there really, but you're gonna have to work around this lump here to get to it. It's you know, more like this I think you're going to be using it, to be honest with you. But it's quite comfortable to hold like this. Reverse as well. There's not a lot of digging into my hand here. It's quite comfortable to, you know, to use it like a knife by the feels of things. Quite like that. We've got this also non-locking file and bottle opener, which we will be trying later on, guys. And this file, because I'm going to be taking this down to the workshop at some point today, and we'll be playing with it down there. Anyway, I think what we better do is we better get Bob the Bitzer bag in and see what the blade's like and how good the scissors are too. Alrighty then guys, so here we are, the following day to do the cutting tests with Bob the Bitzer bag here. Didn't feel very well yesterday, so I came down with a migraine, and that was it, finished. Anyway, let's get the blade out and see what we can chop up, shall we? Let's try this bit of paper. As I say, as I always say, this is the factory edge as I get them in, so it sort of hangs up a little bit if you try and push cut with it. But if you just slice it sideways, it'll cut stuff alright, but not too bad, I suppose. I'll tell you what, we'll do the scissors in a moment or two. Let's put that over there. There's some cardboard here. You see, it cuts cardboard up easily enough, as you can see. Dunk, chuck it over there again, like we do always. Several strands of cheapo rope. Let's try that. Oh yeah, cut through there nicely. Quite easily actually, quite a lot easier than I thought it was going to do it. So we'll move on to heavy duty package strapping. Let's give that a go. Yep, handles that nicely. Let's fold him over. Oh, it's a bit springy this one, like I said last time I used it. Right, get the blade in, and yeah, cut through there quite nicely, didn't it guys? Right, in here we have Mule the tapeworm, mule tape that was sent in by TraderJoe. Thank you very much, TraderJoe. Let's see how. Oh, funnily enough, yeah, there we go, Joe. Let's see how your multi-tool cuts your mule tape. Very easily. If they're not very sharp, these blades, they tend to slide off of this stuff. Yeah, if you can get hold of it, keep hold of it. It's a bit. Yeah, that's not too bad actually. Here is the speaker style power cable. Yep, and we've got some 32020 brown insulated wire here. Let's see if we can chop through that. I should be able to. Oh, yeah, did. It's cool. Okay, right, let's move over to the scissors, guys. Let's give them a go. Let's try the cheapo rope tends to get trapped in scissors. Not like that. It's not very nice stuff at all. I think what we ought to try is some proper 550 paracord instead. Yep. If we keep them up near the hinge of the, there we go, the pivot, it chops the paracord quite nicely. Let's give some cardboard a go then. A standard corrugated cardboard, they don't mind that at all. Right, now there's this little bit of quite solid cardboard here. This is really quite strong stuff. Let's see if it can see if they can chop through that. Oh yeah. Oop. There we go. Cut through that. Try some paper. Oh yeah. Yeah, there'll be a chop paper up all day then, guys. We'll just give the speaker style cable a quick go. Oh blimey, yeah. So, what's the other cable like then? Oh, it chops that up as well, look. Wow, we've got some bit of Mueller tape left over. Yep. And what about, oh, let's try this stuff. Heavy duty package strapping. Not a bother at all, look at that. He really likes that stuff. Ping. Right, let's try pinging some pipe with them then. Oh, no. Just chops through them, squashes it a bit. Huh. We'll just give the chopping block a quick go here. With the this little bit of a cable. It didn't quite get chopped by the scissors properly. Yeah, oh, it pinged it nice. Right in. Yep. Quick bit of rope. Yep. Okay, let's move on with the pipe so we can ping some pipe about. Yep, listen to that. Oh. 2 at a time. Sailing about all over the place, guys. Alright then, guys, so they look like they do a fairly decent job then. I think what we ought to do is take the other tools, the whole lot in fact, down to the workshop and we'll give it a bit of a whirl then. Right then, as it's perishingly cold out here in the workshop, I've got this little tea light here to warm my hands on, look. Oh, that's better. I think we'll start with the pliers. Where are they? Here they are, hiding. Try the wire cutters. I've got some of this speaker style cable brought down with me out here. Yeah, it's not quite chopping up. Let's have a closer look at that. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of just pushing the insulation off of the strands in there. Oh, that's a shame. Let's try some heavier gauge stuff then. There we go. Oops. Yep. Exactly the same result. Oh well. So, since the last time you've seen the little vise here, what I've actually done is I've lubricated it all up, oiled it all up, just make sure it runs properly. It's not going rusty or anything, and it's quite a lot smoother to operate now. Right. Alright, what I think we better do is give the pliers a bit of a go with this nut and bolt here. So it's loose as you can see. We'll just take it down, there we go. Get the pliers onto it, and right, here we go. Now what's happening here for a start is it's tightening it up, but oh blimey, yeah, these handles are digging into my hands in places. Ow, nearly burnt myself on that bloody candle as well. But yeah, they tend to dig into your hand a bit when you're gripping something really tight. Right, so that's nice and tight now, guys. Loosen him off. Oh, hang on. blimey, did that up tight. Yeah, so they work there. I can't see any damage to the pliers, which is a good thing. Right, let's give the screwdrivers a go. I think we'll start with the Phillips. Give that one a go. Okay, so we'll make a bit of a hole about there, I think. Pop the screw into it, like, oops, like so. If you can keep it upright, that is. Right, in goes the tool, and it's driving it in very nicely indeed. Thank you very much. As you can see, I'm trying to use it like a standard screwdriver at the moment, but you could also, well, let's try it. But I imagine you could also, yes, you could use it in this fashion too. Get a little bit more leverage on it. Yep, it's doing it quite well actually, guys. As per usual with a Phillips, it's not slipping out, driving it in quite nicely. Right in, let's get him right down. Yeah, look at that, gone straight in there. Alright, drive him in. Cool, and I can't see any damage to the head either. Well, there we go, that's good, hasn't rounded that one off. Right, so if we move along to the flat blade driver here, you can see it's what looks like a piece of possibly cast stainless steel, riveted onto a folded piece of stainless here. Now, I think Joe was saying to me he wasn't sure how strong this particular screwdriver would be, if I remember rightly, but we'll give it a go. I've got our old friend, the battered screw here, because it's been used in so many tests, and it fits in there quite nicely. Right, let's make a hole for it then, about there I reckon. Pop the screw in. Here is the tool, we'll get it in and see what happens. I'm going to have to drive this one right the way in, I think, so we can see exactly what's going on here. But it's one thing it's starting to do is fold over. I will have to just back it out so you can see it. Hang on. It is on occasion starting to fold. Oh, you've just seen it go, I think. It tends to fold there. And there's also a little bit of yeah, there's a little bit of springy action going on here. Like I thought there might be somehow. The whole is twisting round. Yeah, I'm not going to push this too hard, I don't think, because it's starting to. I wonder if you can actually see that. I'll get a close up of that for you. You can see the entire tool is starting to twist just here. Look, I mean, it is turning the screw round, but it's twisting the whole tool at the same time. There's some springiness going on here. I thought it might be somehow. Let's try and get another view of that. Well, hopefully you can see how this whole thing is twisting round here. Look, as the screw turns, the whole of the tool is twisting around about here. Look, I don't want to push it too hard. I'll give it a bit more. Just twisting around. Oops, fell out. It is very springy actually. It's a very whole thing of springy action. It's just twisting the whole of the. Now it's tightening up. Don't know if you can see that, guys, but it's twisting the whole tool up. So I'll just go a little bit further with it. Now it's tightening up. I think you can see it happening there. I don't want to damage the this tool really. No, it's definitely twisting around. So that could be a bit of a weak link with this particular. Oh yeah, it's got loose now. Look. Okay, guys, I just thought I'd show you this. I've got a proper screwdriver on this screw, and it's in there good and tight. So it did the multi-tool did a fairly good job of getting this screw in there. It's not. There we are. It's not loose at all. It's taken some effort to shift, so it did a pretty good job. Right, so it's gone a little bit loose on the pivot here, as you can see. So I'd imagine maybe you could take it up with these two, with the pivot screws. You could just tighten the two pivot screws and just take that looseness out of it, I would imagine. Oh. Let's give the file a go then. Yep, it's doing something on this side of it. It's actually doing something to the corner, and you can see this edge here is actually taking the corner off. It's actually doing something. We've got a slightly different design of the file on this side, and this does actually feel smooth. I'm not sure whether it's actually doing anything or not, really. Well, it might be doing a bit, because I can see some little bits of wood falling off. But this side is the better of the two. Let's give the file a go on this piece of aluminium sheet here, shall we? Oh, it's definitely taking the corner off. Oh yeah, definitely works on aluminium. Both sides. There you go, I'm sure you can see that, guys. There we go, and you can see how much material I've managed to take off of the corner there. Right, as it's cold in here, I think I'm going to take the bottle opener into the kitchen and give it a go, see how good it is opening bottles. So let's go. Okay guys, let's open the little file and bottle opener up, and we'll give it a go.
Move your backside mesh. Right, this is a tool that Joe sent in, very kindly sent in, multi-tool, and here's a little bottle opener. Bring it open. Let's give this a go. Yeah, that's brilliant.
You like that one then, yeah?
Yeah, that's really good. It's good to hold. It's easy to get the bottle cap off. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Okay, what just happened there then? Did any of you see that? Anyway, so there we go. It did fairly alright in the workshop. This little screwdriver here started to twist up a little bit, and I think it's got a bit loose on the old pivot there. But other than that, it's not a bad little tool to use, actually. When I was using the pliers, they do start to dig into your hand a little bit, because you know you've got these little edges here. So if you're gripping it really hard, they tend to dig into your fingers and your hand when you're. So they can be a little bit uncomfortable in that way. But I still managed to do a nut up with them, as you saw. So they will still do it. They'll still work the way you want them to. So it's quite an interesting little multi-tool, really. What with the shears and the pliers all in the one tool, it's pretty unusual. I haven't seen that before now. Yeah, quite good, really. Can we fold it away without cutting ourselves up? Let's have a look. Yes, we can. There we go. Look at that. Nice. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. Let's all thank TraderJoe once again for sending this in. Thank you very much, TraderJoe. If you did enjoy the review, please feel free to subscribe. You can click like, and you can share it with your friends too. Please let me know if you've got one of these. Maybe you got one for Christmas. Maybe, possibly. Perhaps Santa brought you one. Please let us know what you think of it. You can also follow my exploits on Instagram as well. There's a very good way of supporting my channel. If you use my special GearBest link, you'll find down in the descriptive text below. Click on that link, go along to GearBest, buy whatever you like, and I will get a small commission that I plough straight back into my channel. Thank you very much, guys. And there's also my Patreon page too. Alright then guys, well thank you very much for coming along to Rathbone Manor this afternoon. Thanks for your patience down in the cold workshop. I hope my little candle kept you all warm while we're all down there. And I hope you'll come back again sometime in the near future too. Alright then guys, laters! Ruff.